Get ready.
Hey guys, JCC2224 here, and this video is long overdue. I've been meaning to make it for quite some time, and I finally decided to compile the list and make it. This is my top 10 favorite Dave Filoni Clone Wars Clone Trooper action figures. Now granted, I mean, they're not the best maybe, but these are my favorite. Some you may disagree with, and that's okay. These are just my favorites. You can chill down, Anyways, what you're looking at right now are my 3 honorable mentions. We have the red ARF Trooper, released with that scout speeder thing. I really do like that one. We have Commander Bly, which is amazing and would probably be on the list if I didn't feel like there were some other figures that are very similar to Bly. I kind of want to make the list as unique and diverse as possible. And then the Geonosian Clone Trooper, because I just love that helmet sculpt and I love the paint deco. It's just a very nice looking thing. But anyways, this list will not really be in any particular order because I really can't do that. I can't really list these guys. They're like, clone troopers are just clone troopers, man. I can't pick a favorite clone trooper figure. I mean, I can pick a favorite character. That's Cody, no question. But figure, it's difficult. There's tons of others I would have loved to showcase into this video, like the Fordo. The Fordo is amazing. There's some others. There's tons of the ARC troopers that I'd love to put, but I only put one. There's a lot of great Clone Wars Dave Filoni era figures out there. In my opinion, I think the Clone Trooper figures were one of the highlights of the Dave Filoni era of Star Wars media. But anyways, let's get these 3 out of the way, and let's talk about one of the first entries on the list, and it's just the first one I'm grabbing here. It is the Riot Control Trooper. This thing's just really cool. I really do like the Riot Control Trooper because of the fact that it's a Riot Control Trooper. I really like the design of it in the show when it first debuted. I really love his shield, and I think that as a figure it's just done excellently. It's one of the few clone troopers where I really wanted 2 of them, and I got 2 of them. It's actually a pretty hard figure to come by though, because it was one of the later 2011 releases, and those really weren't the easiest things to get. He does have a very grayish visor, which is kind of odd looking. I think it would look a little better if it was black, but hey, was it gray in the show? I don't think it was. It could have been though. It's been a long time since I've watched the Clone Wars, but hey, I think this figure still looks really great. This mold was reused for Captain Locke, which you may be seeing in this list, maybe. Spoiler alert, you will. I just really do like this mold. I love the helmet. And I think that this Riot Control Trooper is awesome. Number 9 goes to Captain Locke, because I like Captain Locke a lot. He uses the same helmet as the Riot Control Trooper, and he uses Commander Cody's shoulder pad. It's just a really awesome design. I love the Horn Company. I love the green and the yellow. It just looks so cool. I love him so much I actually went out of my way and made a Horn Company Trooper custom, because they never actually made a proper Horn Company Trooper. And I think the Locke, I'm so happy they at least made the Captain Locke. It was a Kmart exclusive of all things, and Kmarts were flooded with them when it first came out. Kmarts could not sell this thing at all, and then they sold them all somehow. And then Kmart really doesn't exist too much anymore. It hasn't fully gone under like Toys R Us is about to. But yeah, let's just say this is a relic of the times, back when Kmart was a good store to shop for Star Wars toys, and back when Star Wars toys were actually exciting to shop for. There's number 9. Number 8 goes to the 2009 style 501st Trooper. I just love this dark blue. I love the 2009 style helmet. This one was originally released with the 501st Speeder Bike, and then I believe it was re-released in a Republic Troopers battle pack. I own 2 of it, and I'm very happy that I own 2 of it, because it's an awesome army builder. I really do love this color of blue. It just looks so nice, and it looks really good with Captain Rex, which, spoiler alert, there's a Captain Rex on this list, and what can I say except that this mold is just so successful. It's pretty much a reuse of the other 2 figures I've already shown in this list. It's the nicely articulated one. Now granted, I don't think it looks as accurate as it could possibly look, but it still looks nice. And for that, it goes on number 8. Number 7 goes to my boy Commander Stone, because unlike a lot of people, I actually absolutely love the Stone mold. I think it looks way more screen accurate when it comes to the proportions and the look of it. It just looks so great. And I think that Stone, the very first use of this mold, is probably the absolute best, because he has a removable helmet, which is great. He has the most unique deco, and he's just nice looking. Now granted, Stone always just kind of looked weird to me. He kind of looks like Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars, but whatever, let's kind of forget I said that. The color is also very weird. It's a very dark red, but it almost looks black in some lighting. Now granted, I am a red-green color deficient, vision impaired guy, I guess, so I really see it as more of almost a very deep reddish brown instead of a dark red, like a lot of the other, like say this guy's very obviously dark red, but I don't know, it's interesting. I feel like it's the same color as the visor there. Odd color choice, but still really great looking with the deco, and just overall, it's nice. What can I say except it's a nice thing? It's one of my favorites. Number 6 goes to one of the only Phase 2 troopers in this list. What can I say? I just really love this 501st Jet Trooper. It was already in my favorite Phase 2 figures video, and it's in my favorite Clone Wars figures video because I love this deco, I love this mold. I just think the helmet sculpt looks great. It's kind of like the stone mold, but done even better when it comes to the look. And yeah, it's not as articulated. He doesn't have wrist hinges, and he doesn't have ankle articulation at all, but it still looks great. I don't really think you need super articulated 3 3/4 inch figures for them to be very successful, and I think this one is very successful. Next up, we have to talk about what I feel is the definitive Captain Rex figure. It is the 2011, very late 2011, Jetpack Captain Rex. Now, there have been many Captain Rexes released in the Clone Wars line, and I just feel like this one's the best. It kind of uses the stone mold, sort of, and you know how I feel about the stone mold. I really like it. I like the look of it. It actually uses the version like the Jessie that actually has outwards at the legs, which is nice. And he's also got a new head sculpt, which is without a doubt the most accurate Clone Wars Clone Trooper head sculpt that I think we've ever gotten and probably ever will get. Because hey, they don't really make these Clone Wars figures anymore because the Clone Wars show doesn't exist anymore. And no, I don't want it to come back. It's been laid to rest, okay? Let's move on. Let's move on to some new shows. It's nice looking. I really like the jetpack. It came with this big harness thing, which also looked interesting on him, but he just looks best kind of regular looking. He's kind of based off of his appearance with the episodes with Deanel, if I'm not mistaken. So it's nice. Next up, we have Commander Fox, the original 2008 version. And yes, mine is yellowing a little bit. And yes, I actually already have hydrogen peroxide treated him, but the treatment doesn't really last. I'll be making a whole video on the hydrogen peroxide treatment here soon. I have a few parts that I filmed quite a while ago, months and months back. I just need to film a follow-up because, well, I kind of want to wait to see if the treatment would last. And spoiler alert, it doesn't. But anyways, this is Commander Fox. Just like Stone, I absolutely adore the deco on this thing. His neck does sit a little high up because he's basically just the Captain Rex figure without the pauldron, but with the Obi-Wan Kenobi helmet. It's kind of a bit of a kit bash, and I kind of respect it a little more for that. I think it's just a neat reuse of the original Wave 1 Clone Wars parts. And hey, it's Commander Fox. I know a lot of people don't like Fox. I adore Fox. He's great, he's awesome, I like him, and that is why he is number 4. I was always kind of waiting for a redo of the Phase 1 Commander Cody to happen, but we never got that. Instead, we got the Phase 2 Commander Cody in the first wave of the Clone Wars, Clone Wars Phase 2 kind of 2012 line. And hey, this thing's actually really great. Despite the fact that he has a very big out of proportion helmet to his shoulders, it looks amazing. As a Commander Cody fan, I had to put this on the list because it just looks so good. It's just such a good looking figure. And oddly enough, he actually has ankle tilt. That's really weird. I don't know why, but he has ankle tilt. And oddly enough, this one is one of the most decoed and nice looking Clone Wars clones they made. But unlike Rex, they actually articulated his knees and his ankles and his wrists. I don't know why they cut it back for Rex, but oh, also this one does have a removable helmet, so it justifies the oversized head. The Captain Rex doesn't have that. Yet again, a very, very nice looking head sculpt there, almost just as nice as that Captain Rex I just showed. But yeah, I have no complaints with this Cody besides the overly sized helmet. But then again, it's a small little action figure. What do you expect? Very nice looking. Number 2 is very near and dear to me because it is the subject of my very first YouTube video. Clone Commander Wolffe. I love this thing. It is just so good. I love the head sculpt. I love the paint. Commander Wolffe is just a cool clone commander. I mean, just look at him. He's cool looking. I've always liked Wolffe. He's never been one of my favorites, but I've always liked Wolffe. And this figure's very nice. You can see the head sculpt is amazing. The helmet is awesome. It just looks really good. And if you're wondering about that first YouTube video of mine, please don't go check it out. But even though I say that, people are going to check it out anyway. There's going to be comments on it saying, oh man, his voice is so stupid. Yeah, it was. It was. It's now granted my voice is a little stupid now because I'm a little nasally, but hey, that's just because of the weather, you know? I actually sounded that way back in the day. So please, give me a break, man. I'm not gonna do that SpongeBob joke. It's Havoc! It's Havoc dropping his gun onto his shoulder. I'm gonna keep it there because it's funny. Yes, ARC Trooper Havoc. He is my favorite Clone Wars figure. He is one of my favorite clones, period. It's a very rare figure, and it upsets me that most people will not have a chance to own this thing because it's so awesome. I love the dark blue. I love the articulation. I love the sculpt, even though it's not entirely show accurate. It doesn't have the chest armor, and it doesn't have the gray on the face, and then the face doesn't even really look as nice as it does on the show. But hey, it's cool. It's a cool looking thing. And it's an ARC Trooper that is blue and has like a Phase 1.5 helmet, man. Wow. It's neat. And I just look at this thing and I just feel happiness because it just looks so good. It looks so good. Oh my god. It's crazy the price this thing fetches though. Oh my god, it's ludicrous. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to put in the others that were like in the top 3, I guess. And just kind of leave it at that. So thank you very much for watching this favorite Clone Wars Dave Filoni action figure video. Well, Clone Troopers at least, not just all the Clone Wars, because my favorite absolute Clone Wars figure, period, that is not a Clone Trooper, is Captain J Phan. I really love that Captain J Phan. Anyways, thank you very much for watching another Clone Corner. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my social media links down below if you have a chance. Also, if you want to send something memorific into the P.O. Box, the P.O. Box address is down below. Anyways, guys, have a good day, and as always, may the Force be with you. Bye.